The keys to a successful relationship. Probably wondering how I think I know these, and well, I have a little bit of a unique perspective because I did divorces for my adult life, my whole entire adult life. I spent doing divorces. So after about 200,000 plus divorces nationwide and listening to all the stories, I was able to decipher patterns of behaviors that led to the breakup of a marriage. So I want to share with you some of them. This isn't all of them, but these are the most common that I found, and I think they all are pretty true. I mean, other than the whole, don't do this, don't do that, obvious things, these are some other things that people tend to kind of not pay attention to. Number one is listening. This is big. You have to be willing to listen. Even if you are not interested in what your partner is saying, listen. Because you can really get a lot of information just from listening. And it's not that difficult. I mean, sometimes it is, but relationships are not easy. So you have to be willing to listen, though. And that's a big one. And that was a big factor in a lot of divorces. Believe it or not, listening. Next one, and I'm not giving these in any particular order, just these are the ones that I found patterns with and were pretty, obvious. Never expect or ask for anything that you're not willing to give. Seems simple, right? If you're not willing to give something, you have no right to ask or expect it in return. Because it's not tit for tat, but there has to be some, line there that is like, why would you ask for something that you're not willing to give? Don't do it. And don't demand it. You should never demand anything, because that will probably lead to some problems. Here and there. The next one, let's see. Okay. This is a fun one. Now pay attention to this one. I actually used this rule with my children when I was raising my children. And it was pretty successful. But it's a good rule to live by in a relationship. If you are doing something with another person, whoever that person is, and you cannot tell your partner, you better not be doing it. That's a good rule to live by. If you can't speak it to your partner, don't do it. Very simple. I don't even think it needs explanation. But that's a good parameter to set for yourself. If you can't speak it to your partner, don't do it. Trust me, it'll save you from a lot of heartache later. Okay. We live in a grandiose society where everything's bigger and better and, but pay attention to little things. Because little things, those are the ones that matter. I'm not talking about the best birthday present or the best Christmas present. I'm talking about the little things, the little gestures. Pay attention to those and appreciate them. And let it be known that how much you appreciate them. Because you know what? That's your partner thinking about you when they are not obligated to be. And it also shows that they are paying attention to you and what you need and what you like. And, not because you've told them 1,000 times, but because they picked up on it and they observed and they listened and they paid attention. That is huge, because that goes back to a fundamental human need that we have, to be known. Keep that in mind. Those little things are so special. And those are the things that you're going to remember one day down the road. Okay, now the next one is a little bit difficult because, we as humans tend to be a little selfish. But love is not selfish, right? Always encourage and be supportive of your partner. Their hopes and their dreams and the things that they're trying to accomplish. Even if you don't agree and even if you don't like it, give them your support. It's important. It is so important. Because when you're in a relationship, you want your partner to grow and evolve. And you want them to realize their hopes and dreams. And you want to see them better themselves always. We should always be working for that. And don't try to sabotage it. Okay? Just don't. That is so cruel and unnecessary. Even if, like I said, even if you don't like it, if you don't like what they're doing, it's not about you. Remember that. Not everything is about you. And that's a big one. Because we all want to think that we are, the center of the world, and we're not. So not everything is about you. So keep that in mind. Always have your partner's back in public or around other people. Always, even if you know they're wrong. Do not stand against them in front of other people, ever. Just don't. You can have a conversation in private about how wrong you think they are and why, but not in front of other people. It's like this: if you're going into war and you have an army with you, you want to know that those people have your back, right? That's super important. Because if you don't have your partner's back, that's big grounds for, ending the relationship. I've seen it so many times. It's an act of respect, and it's the way it should be. But like I said, you don't always have to agree with them. And you can talk about that and discuss that behind closed doors, just the two of you. Keep things between the two of you. Too many people are out there putting all their business out there. Don't do it. Just have your partner's back always. Let them know that you have their back. It's really important and it's super valuable. And then we have the likes and dislikes and things that, irk the crap out of us or, just make us so angry that our partners do. And always express this in truth. Not when you're angry, but have a sit-down conversation about it and say, you know what, this really upsets me. This really does. And if you can explain why, explain why. But always give your partner that benefit. It's important. And don't expect them to read your mind. This is a big one. Well, he or she should have known. No. We're not mind readers. And we shouldn't have to be. Express yourself truthfully in a nice way. And then it's known. Consistency. Super important. Be consistent. Always be consistent. Your mood's not always going to be consistent, and you're not always going to be 100%. That's a given. None of us are. I'm lucky on some days that I might even make it to 20%, But always be consistent. Like, don't be wishy-washy about things and what you believe in and what your convictions are. Do not. Be consistent. Always. Then there's no misunderstanding about it. It's a known. And that needs to be known. If you're in a relationship, if you're in a committed relationship, you better be consistent already. You should have already proven that. If they haven't proved it, don't get in a relationship with them. Just don't. You'll end up regretting it. And always be present. That's right. It's so hard. We all have our phones and our electronics and our, distractions. I get it. I have ADHD. Bad. But always be present for your partner. If they want to talk to you about something, be present and sit down like an adult and listen. And work it out. It's always better to work things out before they become a fight. There's zero value in fighting. There's no value. There's no winners. There's no value. So if you can avoid it, avoid it. Anyway, those are the few I wanted to share right now, and I hope it helps.